This video is to illustrate how easily one can upload texts into COVE Studio. COVE Studio, unlike COVE Editions, is an incubation space and an anthology space. It's a place where you can upload texts for a class, thus obviating the need for expensive anthologies. Once uploaded, you can also annotate any texts in your collection with your students. They can do so as an individual class project on their own. And you can also use COVE Studio to annotate together with other scholars with an eye to publication at COVE Editions after peer review and copy editing. I'm going to show you how to create a new document. I'm going to pick a much anthologized text like Robert Browning's My Last Duchess. You can add other metadata here. And I'm going to create my document. Once I've created it, there it is here, I can further edit it. It's important to give it an edition name because that's how your students are going to be able to find it. My class is English 241 at Purdue, so I'm going to call it that. And then I can either upload a pre-formatted Word or plain text file here, or I can simply cut and paste directly into this field. I've already found the Project Gutenberg version of the text, so I'm just going to copy and paste from there. There are various formatting choices that you have here that you can implement. I'm going to go ahead and add Robert Browning's name as well here. You want to make sure that your text is exactly how you want it to be before you go to annotate it. Because you can't go back and change the source text after you've begun annotating. So I am going to go ahead and make this annotatable. I'm going to update my document. Once I've done that, you see my text here, it's annotatable. I can click on it and I can begin annotating. Students of mine who find the document in COVE Studio can also annotate it as well. Here's an example. So it's as simple as highlighting the text, clicking on the edit, and writing whatever you wish. And it's a good idea to add a tag because that's how it will later be easy to see particular kinds of annotations and choose to see certain ones versus other ones. It's a cultural interpretation. It's also very easy to add in images. So in this case, I'll say that Neptune is a god of the sea in Roman mythology. To add an image, you need to have an actual URL that you can link to. I'm going to use Wikimedia Commons. So once I have that link, I can insert my image, add in the link, call it Neptune here. Okay, and it has now been added. I think it's a good idea to state your source. So I'm going to say courtesy of Wikimedia Commons. Provide a link to the original, which is here. So courtesy of Wikimedia, I can make that a link. And I can add other information about reuse, etc. here. This is a cultural tag. I'm going to save that. And once I click on that, I can also see it on the right. I can add different kinds of tags. For example, let's say I wanted to annotate this particular caesura. This is an interpretation, and it's also referencing prosody, so I'm going to create a new tag for prosody here. As you can see, the color coding allows you to see different kinds of tags and identify them quickly. That's how easy it is to upload a text, and then begin annotating it with your students. Once you have a very rich text with lots and lots and lots of annotations, those tags that you added come in very handy because it allows you to quickly choose which kinds of text you're going to see. Here, for example, is an edition of a sonnet that I created, put together with Marjorie Stone, Christopher Rovey, and Joshua King. You can see here that lots of different kinds of multimedia is available. Here's an audio clip. You can add any the paintings that are referenced by the poem. And you can choose to see only certain kinds of annotations. For example, say just cultural annotations or just the interpretive annotations.